Right then, chaps, welcome back to the Lifted Lifestyle Podcast.
Let's go!
Number episode number 89, I think. Probably.
Episode 67 feels like 2 minutes ago.
How have you been since your birthday, man?
Fucking pretty good. Me and HL, we went out on a Saturday night.
Yeah. To Donny.
Not good, guys. Not a good move.
I actually can't believe that's my first time I've ever been to Doncaster.
Yeah, same. You're walking
in
around, I'm like, I've got no idea what these places are. I've got no idea where I am.
Yeah.
Holy hell, I will never be going back.
I don't even know where we went. Like, I don't know
No.
what the places we went to were called. There was a couple of places that I saw that I was like, I recognise the name.
The name of it,
Like,
yeah.
Was it Coco's?
Yeah,
or something that we
Coco's,
walked
yeah.
past?
I'm pretty sure that's like very scruffy.
Yeah, I recognise
You recognise it because you hear people talking about it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we've done well. Whoa. I mean, we could legally drink, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
And we've never been to Donny, which is like literally our local city.
Yeah, it's the local
the
night.
closest city to
Yeah.
go on a night out. And we have never been.
To be fair, I don't think we've had that many opportunities.
No. We just don't.
Now, all our
just
mates
don't.
end up, if you go out, you go to Sheffield or anywhere.
Yeah, like we used to
We've
go to
not done that
Sheffield a
very-
bit, but
Not
last time
really.
I went to Sheffield was like
Yeah.
probably like 2 years ago.
It's like a handful of times. Really.
Yeah. Just not really that fussed, are
But
we?
I think after having like much better experiences elsewhere, it's like I'm not even bothered.
I'm not bothered about going out.
Yeah.
So this is my thing. Like usually I'm not, but I am so easily persuaded. It's actually crazy. But not only that, like I'm not saying I was just persuaded to go. As soon as I've had a little bit to drink, like
Yeah.
I wasn't pissed when we were in like Bawtry or anything.
No.
I was on the way. I was tipsy, but like I just lose like all care in the world.
You're going HL. If you go, I'll go.
Yeah.
If
So,
you
like,
go, I'll
HL,
go.
if you go, I will go. I didn't want to go on my own. Well, not on my own, but like
I know.
everyone
I
else
mean,
is used to going out all the time, so
Yeah.
it's not the same.
I was also not just gonna like leave,
Yeah, true.
and I'm glad I went because it was quite fun.
It was a funny night. It was one of them where it was shit, but it was actually so funny. We
Yeah.
obviously won't go into details of why it was funny and that.
It's
but
quite an interesting topic, though. I think on the whole, me and you are quite not very badly affected by like nights out and socials and that kind of thing. In
as
comparison
in,
to what you see.
Yeah, like people like are bums then for like.
Yeah, I'm not
week.
talking like, we can drink loads.
No,
and, like,
no,
not get
we definitely
drunk.
can't
That's
drink loads.
That's a lie.
We definitely can't drink loads.
I more mean like the aftermath.
I think for me, it's like every single time, even if I'm not hungover, right, I just wake up and I'm like, degenerate.
Need to sort my life
Sort
out.
yourself out. Like there's no thought that was like, unless I'm on holiday, I never wake up and think, yeah, that was a really good idea.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever thought that after being out in the UK.
I couldn't have thought of anything worse than waking up that morning and being like, I need a Mackey's.
Yeah.
I need a Mackey's.
And I just was like, right, I need to lock in.
Yeah.
I need to lock in right now.
Give me fruit now.
Yeah, innit? Let me detox my body.
But even from like a bodyweight perspective, I mean, we'll see clientele get a relatively aggressive
Aggressive jumps.
upshifts.
Yeah. I also think that's probably because we've done this for so long that like you can get away with
Yeah.
eating more.
Yeah.
Therefore, when you go out, the alcohol consumption in terms
Yeah.
of calorie intake.
I think that's sort of subconsciously, I guess it is kind of consciously the day of
Yeah.
as well, make like
Yeah.
pretty aggressive
changes. Yeah. Yeah, like I knew on the day, I didn't think I was going to go to Donny. Like, I specifically said to a lot of people, I even said to HL, I was like, you're not going to go Donny, are you? And I was like, there was no thought in my mind before we went out that I was going to Donny at all.
No.
I was like, not a chance.
No.
I wasn't even going to go to Bawtry.
I wasn't in Bawtry for because
We weren't in Bawtry long at all. We were there for like half an hour.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm forgetting about the King
Yeah.
William.
Yeah, we were at King Bill and then Bawtry, half an hour.
Yeah.
Walked into two places and we were like, this is shit.
It's just really dead.
How was it so quiet?
But what, we had a drink in Ben's.
Yeah, and about 3 shots.
We didn't have anything, and maybe had one in.
Did
in
we?
Bawtry's.
I didn't get out in Bawtry's.
I think Isaac did.
Yeah,
I don't know if I did. Anyway, it was quite subdued, really.
Very. I think Bawtry is like a Saturday
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
But even then, you can go out on Saturday night and it can be like a ghost town, or it can be rammed.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
I don't know if it's just like around events that it gets busier.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's warm, it's busy.
Yeah. What is everyone else doing in Bawtry? Like, there's plenty of people that live in Bawtry.
Yeah,
Well, maybe, I don't know.
maybe people just aren't that bothered about going out, or they probably go out and then they're home by like 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more like you just go out, have a pint, and then you go home,
Yeah.
which is like my kind of ideal, to be honest.
It's kind of it's a negative that there's not like a bit of a bigger scene, but it's also a positive because you just don't, it doesn't get as like messy
Yeah.
in Bawtry.
It's also weird as well how, like, when I saw you yesterday, we'd both had that thought. You brought it up, but we both had that thought of like, I feel like I've drank so much these past like month.
Yeah. In context, not really, but
no.
in comparison to what we've.
Like, I've been pissed once, and that was
Yeah.
because it was my birthday. Like, well, it wasn't actually my birthday, but it was like
Yeah.
we went out for that. But other than that, I haven't actually. It's just like an occasional pint
Yeah.
here and there. Like, it's not the end of the world. But in my head, I'm like, you absolute bum. What
It's
you doing?
strange, isn't it? Like, obviously, some people will drink probably maybe a similar frequency, maybe a bit of a high frequency,
Yeah.
but like a lot more in each individual event. It's
Yeah.
like if they're having a drink,
They're going crazy.
like every time.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, I don't think, like, Guy, again, he's not going to watch this, but I don't think he can go out and just have, like, a pint.
he's like chopping pints
Literally for
from the
no
get-go.
reason. Like, you know, he went to London, didn't he, the day after?
Did he?
Yeah. That's why he needed his ID.
Oh right, and he went out.
And he went out in London. When I got to yours to drop the ID off, I was like, "You're actually going to go out again today?" He was like, "Yeah, I felt shit when I got up, but now I can't wait."
Really?
I was like, "What?"
To be fair, I think it's maybe a bit different because London's obviously better
Oh yeah,
from a
no doubt.
scene
Yeah.
perspective, and
I think you also probably don't get, well, I don't know this, but you probably don't get as like mucky drunk. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe
Maybe,
you
yeah.
do.
but I
Well,
remember
Guy
him
probably
saying
does,
when
but-
we were away, like we were in a nice place,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
good music, and we were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is unreal," and Guy was like,
Nice shit.
this is all right. Like clearly, you lads don't.
Don't go out that often,
well,
which is
which
true.
is true, yeah.
It's true.
Um,
I just genuinely, like, don't get me wrong. When I'm out, I am enjoying it,
yeah,
but it's not worth it for how I then just feel the day after.
yeah.
Even if I'm
doing
not
it really often,
hungover,
at least.
like there's nights even when I've just had a late night, like at like the blacksmiths.
yeah,
I'm not pissed at all. Probably had like 2 pints
yeah.
and drove home or
Yeah.
whatever. 1 pint drove home, and I'm still wake up the next day and I'm like,
Just feel rats.
yeah, just like, what am I doing?
It's an interesting one. Trying to work out like different mindsets around it and
Yeah,
like, why is it that
I do think we probably are too far one way.
too far compared to what most
Well-
people would think?
Yeah, but then I think to myself, like, I don't think that's a bad mindset to have.
No, it's not too far for me,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
like I probably don't need to deep it as much as I do deep it.
No, I think the like negative feeling when you wake up in the morning, like feeling
Yeah.
like a bum.
Like, it's like,
It's
come
probably-
on, mate. Like,
yeah.
you went out and had 2 pints, like, just chill out a bit.
Yeah, it's probably not a big issue, but I think that's just
But it's even like just getting up like an hour later, and
yeah.
I'm just like, you've wasted a fucking day here.
I just prefer to save it. I prefer to save it for
An actual,
I mean, like your birthday. Don't regret it because it's like fun event,
yeah.
etc.
I wouldn't
or
just do
like
that off a
Yeah,
just random Saturday.
or like on holiday,
It's fine.
and it's really fun.
Yeah, like on holiday, like when we were in Croatia or whatever, I don't care at all.
No,
I just wake up, I'm like, yeah, I was fucking sick, do it again tonight. See you later.
yeah. Anyway,
Strange.
that's enough of our degeneracy.
But I do
Um,
think I am done now with the old booze for a while.
For a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing necessarily coming up that.
No. But I have been enjoying the occasional pint. It's weird. I never used to be that bothered, but now I'm like, I go out with like Hannah and the dog or whatever, and I'm like,
Won't mind a pint.
you know what, I'll actually have a pint.
Yeah,
When usually I'd probably just have a Diet Coke.
yeah.
Strange.
Do you think that's a product of being in prep and not having that availability?
No, because I don't care.
Mm.
I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm just more like, oh yeah, quite like a pint.
Yeah. There's a difference between one.
And
There's
like
actually a big
10
difference between
million.
1 and 4.
Oh yeah, especially for us.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I could probably have 4 pints, and if it's in the space of like a couple of hours,
Yeah.
I'll probably be a little bit pissed.
Yeah.
Which is mental.
Yeah, but you're not like hammered, but it's enough to
Just to feel like
yeah.
feel you got a little buzz, but you're not hammered. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's just like realistically, you shouldn't be doing that very often.
No.
In our with our surrounding goals, you probably
Exactly.
shouldn't be doing it very often. But
Yeah.
as we preach, you should like that. You can do if you want to, but most people are already above the line of all right. That's probably a bit too far.
Yeah. I think again, it's like, what are you wanting to achieve?
Yeah.
Does what you've done align with that?
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing for me. While on Saturday, I was like, "Fuck me."
Yeah, but every so
I'm a
often
joke,
it's
I'm a
sound.
waste. Yeah.
But
Like, it's not the end of the world.
No.
It's not going to make any difference in the grand scheme of things.
making it very
Frequent.
frequent would.
It's not the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Approved.
let's rip into some of these
Told
cues.
you we'd just fucking go off on something.
Yeah. What can we start this with? Let's start with a coaching cue.
Also, right, sorry.
No, go on.
So off topic, right? I didn't even realise we had a new Prime Minister.
It's the Yorkshire lad.
Yeah,
is it?
I knew that Keir Starmer had stepped down, but I didn't realise there was already in... I saw it today, I was like,
What's his name again?
That Andy Burnham
Andy
guy.
Burnham,
Seems
that's
sound,
it.
to be fair.
It's just because he's like a manny
Yeah,
mugger.
yeah. He like loves... I was watching this interview. He loves pints. The first thing he's done is like lower business rates for like pubs and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I was speaking to my uncle about it. Obviously he owns a region.
Yeah.
He was like,
Oh, yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, he was
Bet he
hoping that
loves it.
something would change.
Yeah.
Because he was saying like, the, what's the industry called? Like food and drinks industry.
Hospitality, yeah.
industry. He was like,
Getting
last couple of years it's been
Shafted.
not easy at all.
So what has he actually done?
I've no idea.
No.
No idea.
I just
I'd
saw
have to
lowered
look.
business rates, but I thought business rates were just a set thing for...
I think they got increased for hospitality at some point,
Yeah.
which is why every pint in Bawtry costs about £7.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, go on, right.
question number 1.
No more off topics.
What do you think all of your best clients do, or your dream clients do, throughout the coaching process?
I've just made a little bit of a post about this.
Have you?
Not about like that direct topic, but probably what I would say is
Yeah. There's obviously that.
there is a few things, yeah.
Yeah. There's the doing the stuff you ask them to,
Yeah.
but at the same time, that's part of coaching to be able to work through stuff like that that people struggle with. So I'd say on that line, the ones that like actually tell you,
Yeah.
because quite often they don't.
Yeah, the ones that are, I think the ones that just give a bit more to the process.
Yeah, just
Not even
care.
in terms of just like adherence.
Yeah,
Just like they want to progress.
yeah, just care about what you're doing.
Yeah. And for me, it baffles me when people don't,
Yeah,
when they're spending the money on it. And it's more, I think you'll probably agree, right? It's more annoying someone paying you and then like not caring and not doing the stuff you ask them. And people
Yeah.
will probably think, well, why are you bothered? You're still getting paid. Because it is so frustrating when
I
you
think-
want to do
yeah.
a good job and you want to help that person and you're trying to deliver the best service. Because I think for me, mentally, I would then start questioning like,
what am I doing
it
wrong?
me?
Yeah, I think it's a willingness to improve.
Yeah.
That you want.
yeah, definitely.
And I think some people get a bit like shy. I don't know if it's shy, but unconfident around like saying, I'm struggling with
Actually,
this.
yeah, I am struggling with something.
And maybe they think there's actually not a solution.
Yeah.
And almost definitely there is. I
do-
found the,
yeah.
the like on the check-in form, it's like the red, amber, green thing.
Yeah.
I found that helps quite a lot when
Okay.
people say, it's like an easy way to say red.
Not good. Yeah,
Like-
they don't have to go into any detail, but they're
Yeah.
still letting you know.
Yeah. So
It's
like I
not
had
been great.
I mean, Henry had that this last week, and he said red on his check-in form. So I was like, let's just have a chat. Let's just jump on a call and
Yeah.
have a chat through it.
That's the only issue with like that process is like they do that.
Yeah.
Then there's no context. So
Yeah.
then you still have to follow up. But again, like that's part of the job.
Sometimes I think it's hard to do that through a video anyway.
Sometimes you need an actual chat.
Yeah. And it still probably took 20 minutes to actually get to the root cause of like, right, what is actually going on here? So I think that helps people like be open without feeling like, embarrassed about not doing something well.
So if you could niche it down, right, what is it that, like, what is the answer to what do you think the answer is?
Willingness to change and learn and be open to the process. Be on time with stuff.
Yeah.
I know it's like really obvious, but like check in on time.
Yeah.
Try not to leave messages for like days on days, because usually if I'm messaging you something, there's something that's like needs to change.
Needs sorting, yeah.
Which is kind of like just respect
just
our time as much as we're trying to respect your goals and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be some people that care less than we do about them.
Yeah.
But trying to be at least invested and try to match you on the caring scale, I think is quite a big one.
Yeah, I think for me, it is just like what you're saying. But if I was to be like really specific, it's when the willingness to commit doesn't change through the phase that they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I just said in that Instagram post, like I think it's so much easier for clients to stick to a diet.
Yeah.
In terms of like they're actually in a dieting phase.
Yeah.
But I think you do notice a big difference with a few people when you're not dieting, you're in a gaining phase, things start to slip a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I think people just don't actually get into, I think they know it, but they don't actually process it, that like that probably is more important than the diet.
Yeah.
To actually improve your physique. Like, yes, you are improving from a diet because you're getting leaner.
It's step one.
Yeah.
Don't be fat.
Exactly.
Sort that out.
So then if you actually want to look better at that same like body fat percentage, you need more muscle. Therefore, your commitment level has to stay the same throughout the phases. And that's what frustrates me. If someone does really well in a diet, and again, like it's your job to keep them on the same track throughout. But then if there's a big drop off from that to a gaining phase, it's like, come on.
I think there's some things I've done that's helped that, like outlining at the start of a gaining phase what good looks like now.
100%.
Because it does change a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it just changes in the fact that you've got a bit more wiggle room.
Yeah.
But there's still a line of what I think good looks like.
Yeah, I think it's very easy to say, yes, you've got more food to play with, you've got more wiggle room, but then them take that too far one way, and then they're like, oh, actually, all right, then I don't need to follow my meal plan. And I think we spoke about it the other week, like for some people, if they are eating a lot of food, they're having to eat a lot of food, you would rather them go off plan if it means getting the food in.
Yeah.
I think it was Henry.
Yeah.
I think in them cases, like, fair enough. But again, we said on that podcast, like, still don't just be lazy.
And it's like why do you have to go off plan? Is there not like a better route?
A better option to do?
Probably, there is. This links into a good question, actually. A good second question that I had around meal plans. Someone was asking me, they were like, oh, I've seen some meals on TikTok, you know, the classic like
recipes.
Here's my 45-gram protein chicken tikka masala that you should try. All that sort of stuff. They're basically asking, do you think it's worth creating a meal plan around those like meal ideas and, you know, changing it every so often, all that kind of thing? And I just think the answer is no.
Okay.
With that like amount of variation, I think the answer is no.
Yeah, I would agree. I think you are just going to make your life harder.
Yeah. Like, how much more adherent am I when I just have a meal plan
and stick to it?
So much more.
So blunt in it, but it's so true.
Yeah, and also within that meal plan, not trying to make it really complicated.
Yeah.
Like, the other day, a meal that I have at the minute is minced beef that's seasoned with some taco seasoning, some rice, some avocado, some veggies, and a bit of Nando's Peronaise.
Yeah.
And it's like separating ingredients that tick boxes for you
100%.
makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Whereas I think when you're trying to overcomplicate it with...
It just gets more and more confusing.
Yeah, it's like, I need a gazillion different seasonings and all that sort of
so
thing.
this is, since I've been off prep and obviously living in the house with Hannah, something that Hannah wanted to do and I wanted to do was try and eat together.
Yeah.
More like our tea together and have the same thing rather than having two different things.
Yeah.
Because it is a faff if you're both having to cook different things.
Yeah.
But at first I was trying really hard to like make like, we were trying to make like fancy things that just weren't, I was just like trying to work it out and I was like, this is causing me too much stress. Like I don't actually know if I'm being 100%.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if I put a little bit more effort in trying to like read the labels and but then
just don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. Yeah. So what like last night is a good example. My last meal is usually beef, rice, veg. So I was like, right, if you break that down, that is literally veg, rice,
protein, carb,
beef. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have the beef.
Yeah.
That's that sorted. Rice, I just literally look at how many carbs I'm having from rice.
Yeah.
Hannah wanted to have wraps.
Yeah.
So I had wraps, just work it out, and then I just put veg in the wrap with it.
Yeah.
Like I think that if you want to do that, that's fine, but don't try and be all techie with it.
Especially when people have got like, certain things will come up. Oh, work's so busy at the minute, struggling for time. All of this, it's like you just got to lean back on the simple stuff.
Yeah, just do the basics of what you need to do.
But I think there's room. Like if you want to have a different meal, maybe it's a Friday evening.
Yeah.
Work week's finished, sitting down with your family or your girlfriend or whatever, make a decent meal. You can track it absolutely fine.
It's just more if you're doing it so frequently.
Yeah.
You are going to make your life harder.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what do you... Okay, to make this a lot more easy as well, you do a weekly food shop, you're getting everything that you need to. Are you then going to be like, oh, right, do my shop on Monday for Friday, I need all of these different ingredients. You've got loads of stuff left in the fridge because you don't use it again for another month. It's just like...
It's just AIDS.
Yeah, it's just tedious. So I think simplicity is often the solution for nutritional consistency. Mm-hmm. And also it's just like, I ate that meal and I was like, this is banging.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be anything more complicated.
If you make it foods you actually like, it's just fine.
Yeah. And I think it's quite hard to also make a meal plan when you've got like lots of different input and things that makes it very difficult. So anywho.
And it's more expensive.
Yeah.
How much is your like weekly food shop?
It's about 65 quid.
Okay.
60, 70 quid, something like that.
Okay.
Oh, what's yours?
About the same.
Yeah.
That's for both of us though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But that's all because like Hannah will sort of have what I have but just make changes to things.
Yeah.
And like she only eats like 3 meals a day max.
Yeah. You also have less protein than me, which I think makes up quite a lot of the price.
Yeah. Like most of the time, most weeks I'm buying a 750 gram pack of beef.
Yeah.
And then like a kilo's worth of chicken.
So if I have beef, I have 250.
Yeah. So I have 200. So there is a point where I do have to buy another one. I should probably just buy 2. Make it easier for myself.
Right, next question. Is there anything from your bodybuilding prep that you'd never recommend to a normal client? Bodybuilding?
Yeah, the bodybuilding part. Just, I don't know really. I'd say probably just pushing to the point of what you need to be at in terms of body fat levels.
Condition-wise.
Yeah, but in terms of the actual like fundamentals of it and just doing the job, no. If you want to do that, it's not that complicated. It's just a diet, but to a slightly extremer level.
For longer.
Yeah. And your food might get a bit lower.
Yeah. Yeah, the actual day-to-day process isn't really any different, is there?
It's exactly the same. Yes, like there's you can't you can go off plan if you want to, but you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah, there's more things you say no to.
Yeah. I mean, in a diet, again, you obviously want to be as adherent as possible. But if there was something that came up, like a wedding for your family, you can work around it. It's not the end of the world. Whereas if you're in a bodybuilding prep,
you just wouldn't work around it.
Yeah. In fact, no, I did.
Did?
Yeah, I did. 2 weeks out from my first show,
I do remember
I went
that,
to a wedding.
Yeah.
And I had the meal.
Yeah.
No stress. First bodybuilding season, I was in London a week out, and I had steak and chips.
Oh, I do remember that as well. I remember you being buzzing.
To be fair, you can do it.
Yeah.
But again, now I had that one meal on that wedding, and I think for the rest of the day, I literally just had like protein servings.
Yeah. It's interesting for me. I'd much rather just get through a diet quicker, and I've done both. You know, I've dragged them out.
Yeah.
It's just like that was just
what's the point?
Dead.
Yeah, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, and I think for some people the sustainable approach is potentially a good option. But what does that even mean?
I don't think for most people it is.
No, not for most.
Like even if you've got, let's say you've got like 40 kilos to lose.
Yeah.
People might say like, okay, you're probably gonna have to be more sustainable to keep it up for a longer period of time. But I'd still rather push the client hard.
Yeah.
In blocks, pull back, push hard again in a block.
Yeah.
Pull back.
I think it's maybe more sustainability in terms of learning how to do it well.
Yeah.
And expectations around going from like 0 to perfect will take longer.
Yeah.
It's obviously on paper very simple, but people find it hard. So I think the expectations for certain people will be different to others.
Agreed.
But at the same time, without being harsh, like I got to 30 kilos being overweight, 25 kilos overweight. Again, I did it purposefully, but I did that by eating an absolute boatload of Scran. You've kind of done you've shot yourself in the foot there. Mm-hmm. Probably need to.
But again, it's not like you were. You still weren't in a position where it's like you were just eating because you wanted to eat.
No,
you were forcefully eating, so there was still a purpose behind it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like you were just being lazy and being like, can't be asked to follow a meal plan. You were still following a meal plan. You're probably just eating a little bit too much and forcing too much food in. But that was still a hard process.
And again, it was purposeful. I think what I'm trying to say more is if you've got to be in fat by having Dominoes every other day, probably sack off the Dominoes.
Yeah, not hard.
Probably need to can it off.
Stop.
And I don't think sustainability is like, oh yeah, I get to have 2 off-plan meals a week.
It just doesn't work.
Also, do you ever do that?
What?
Like say to a client, oh, you can have 2 off-plans now.
No.
I don't really get it.
I'm not going to name names, but I did have one guy who was like really, really struggling in a diet and like eating off plans a lot.
Yeah, so you had to have...
We couldn't just go from like eating all those off plans to then trying to just be super adherent, not going off plan at all for weeks on end.
Okay.
So we did plan in. So I would ask him to tell me when his off plan's going to be for that week in his check-in.
Yeah.
We'd then go through it in the check-in, and then he would also have an off-plan meal plan to follow on that day.
Yeah.
So you're still doing everything you can do.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's hard to go from like nothing to 100.
I think the thing that I see that I'm not always sure about is when they get like, okay, so-and-so's finished his diet, we're now up to 2 off plans a week. And
I don't get that. It's like you're trying to get off plans in.
What's the point in that?
What's that teaching them?
Why don't you just say, all right, you can have off plans, but you need to do this, and this to try and fit it in and manage it?
You don't really want to like say you need to have 2 off plans.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
You need to have 1 off plan.
You need to have a 5, guys, or else the plan is not going to work.
If some people are at a point in their gaining phase where they are eating a shit ton of food,
maybe
I could see then being like, right, okay, on a Saturday night, just make sure you do have an off plan.
Yeah,
I could see that, but we're talking like this person's eating like 5,000 calories.
But then are you doing that because they can't have 7 days of eating that food, or are you doing it just to like
try and push things more? I don't know. I've never done it with a client.
No.
Like, obviously, I can sort of see the
Yeah.
The rationale in that point. But if you're dieting or reversing out of a diet, or you're like your first week 1 to week 15 if you're gaining weight and your food's not in a position to do that,
Yeah.
just don't fucking do it.
I'll see it on YouTube videos a lot where people say, "Oh, coach has said I can have X amount of off plans this week," or coach has said I'm allowed to have an off plan on Friday. It's like, it seems
It's
a bit dictatorial.
Strange way of coaching, I think, as well.
And like, what you...
If someone told me like, yeah, I need you to have 3 off plans this week, I'd be like, mate, can't afford that. Can't afford to get 3 Dominoes in a week. That's like 80 quid.
Yeah. I just don't really get it personally.
No, I don't get it either. I would agree.
Like, if you want an off plan, you can have an off plan, but these are the consequences. This is what you should probably do instead. Yeah. This is how you could work around it. Not just, oh, my coach has said I'm allowed to have a pizza. Yeah. Like,
it just makes no sense.
Well, has he got a whip behind you as well and a little paddle?
Have that Dominoes right now, you little twat. The thing I don't get is, right, if you've got something you want to achieve, just do the work.
Yeah.
Actually, it just frustrates me.
Yeah.
Especially if you complain then about that you're not making progress.
Yeah.
Like, you have nothing to complain about.
Yeah. And then if there's something you're struggling with to do the work, let's work through it. Let's try and find something that allows you to do that. And
realistically, like, no coach, well, there shouldn't be, no coach is asking you to do something that drastic.
No.
That it's impossible to do. It's so hard to do.
Yeah.
Like, we're asking you to eat 5 meals a day that are nutritious.
Yeah.
That are going to be benefiting you.
Yeah. You might need help to do it, but raise your own personal standards, I think, is probably the message.
Agreed.
Speaking of diets, how much should training change when someone moves into a dieting phase from a gaining phase?
Not much, really.
Yeah, I don't think you should set out to be, I'm in a diet now, let's change.
Yeah, not straight away. I think even if, the only thing I would potentially say is, like, if you've got a lot of free weight movements that you need a lot of stability for through body fat, but again, like, it's not like you go into a diet for a week and all of a sudden you've got no stability.
Yeah.
So I think just still try and keep them in as long as you can.
Yeah.
If you notice that numbers are regressing or it doesn't quite feel as good on your joints, whatever, as you get leaner, then make a change. But I think in some cases it's better to be, like, reactive than proactive in terms of making changes to your program.
I think all of my training program decisions are reactive.
100%.
Because at the end of the day, 95% of the people I coach, the goal of the training program is to create progressive overload.
Yeah.
Which is a byproduct of the training program working.
Yeah.
So if the training program's not working, it might be because you've started a diet and you've got less food or less body fat, but also in a gaining phase, the training program cannot work. You might need to change something.
But that isn't something you're just going to know.
No.
As you go into a phase.
Yeah, like if you're progressing throughout a diet and you're 10 kilos down, and you're still getting progressive overload from the training program,
don't change.
Then you're growing muscle, like wicked.
Yeah, don't change a fucking thing.
If something does need to change because you're no longer seeing the goal of the training program to, create progressive overload, then probably need to change something.
Yeah. Is that still on, by the way? I'm a bit concerned.
Yeah, I mean, it's been off for about 20 minutes.
I know. Okay, what else is on?
Do you want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do it.
One more Kiwi woo. This is quite a good one, actually. Do you ever wish you had a normal job?
No. No. I think sometimes you might have stressful days where you think, oh, fucking hell, it'd be nice just to go to a 9 till 5 and just get paid a wage no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, that would be nice. But I know in the long run, that wouldn't be nice.
Yeah.
Unless it was something you absolutely loved, which for me would be like, I'd have to be a footballer. Do you know what I mean? Like, what else would I love?
It probably wouldn't be a normal, quote unquote, normal
exactly,
job.
Yeah.
I think we're talking a 9 to 5 or a 9 till 6.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, having said that, I've never fully been into a job like that. So
yeah, you wouldn't know. Yeah. What if you were to have, if you could have another job?
Fireman.
I was going to say, we have spoke about this before.
I don't think I answered though.
No, I don't think you did. what would it be? And we can't do like a football or rugby player. It's got to be like
nothing to do with S&C or anything like that.
No, it's got to be you go into a job. I think I know what mine would be other than a fireman. And it's not necessarily like you have to go to an office and you sit in there 9 till 5.
Yeah. I feel like I'd quite enjoy being an architect.
That's similar to what I was going to say.
Drawing buildings.
Yeah,
and
like it's creative.
Yeah, making something cool.
Mine would be like a property developer.
Yeah.
Like buying and selling properties. That would be. I feel like that would be fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'd be very stressful as well.
Yeah, you've got to get enough money to be able to buy your first one.
Yeah, and then you've got to have enough money to do it up.
Well, then
sell it
are
and
you
hope to get
self-employed
profit.
in that? Are we saying like you need to be employed in this scenario?
No, you can be self-employed.
Mm.
Like I do think that would be quite fun.
Yeah.
Stressful but fun.
I think I'd quite enjoy owning a coffee shop, bakery.
Same.
Just like smash.
Yeah, just own something like that.
This coffee's not quite right. Let me make another one just to make sure.
Next thing you know, you've got no stock left. You're down
that's
like
weird.
300 quid.
We've got
All the coffee
50
beans are gone.
cookies spare. That's crazy. Must have accidentally made too many.
You know what else I think would be sick is like, well, owning a gym, but that's kind of cheating because it's in the same.
Yeah.
But owning something like that Lake Y, we just fucking held hands. What the hell? But yeah, owning something like that Lake Y,
Yeah.
I feel like that would be quite fun.
A little bit of a leisure.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing day to day? Just like sort of walking around, making sure everything's ticking along nicely.
You probably do quite a lot more than that.
Yeah,
in the
I know,
back end, but I agree.
It's more like admin-y stuff rather than having to go to a job and like fill out a spreadsheet for
yeah.
hours on end. I also don't think I'd mind being a primary school teacher.
Yeah.
I think that'd be all right. If you could just teach like PE at primary school,
Oh.
that'd be so sick.
There's quite a lot of lads that I know that have come out of uni that I've played rugby with, and their first job has been like a sports teacher.
In like a school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think that's quite good.
They've got to just teach them rugby, teach them PE and that, and then, I mean, the rest of the time,
Yeah.
they're basically just not really doing much.
The way I look at it is with teaching, like your holidays are just sick.
Yeah, that is very
Like
true.
you know you're getting like a week to 6 week break every like 6 weeks.
Yeah. There's another lad that I know that gets employed by hotels to go fly out there and teach people paddle.
That's pretty sick.
How unreal
Like,
is
that is sick.
Free paddle, free hotel stay, free holidays,
Yeah, I mean, you're probably in like really nice countries as well.
and really nice hotels if they're getting a
If they're having a paddle court,
coach.
yeah, and a paddle coach, yeah.
They got to be some
And they're
nice
flying him
spots.
out.
So
Yeah.
I'm either being a paddle coach. I'd do the same for golf, to be fair, if I could get decent at golf. It's going to be me and bro in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, golfing.
Own a coffee shop or be an architect.
Yeah.
That's probably me.
Maybe what we should do is sack off coaching. Oh, my dad's ringing me. And go and buy So Good at Yurts.
Yeah, deal.
Just run that. Can I just take this call?
Well, we'll finish the pod here.
Okay.
Thank you for listening, ladies and gents. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next week for episode 90. Ciao.